Well, it's now June, and after bitting and bobbing for the last couple of months, it's now at this stage. The vehicle does drive. We've got the engine going, although I'm not 100% happy with it. It will need more looking at. But we now have something that looks like a Land Rover. I've now thought, now I've got it going, I've decided to finish the brake lines across the back there. The main one was done, and the front ones, but it was just a case of mounting a new reservoir, piping that in, and putting a pipe to the servo that's now been mounted. It's mounted on the old battery carrier with just two very simple brackets bolting the old top back on, and but this is bolted now because it's going to have to come off to change the cam belt when the time is near. Radiator's back on. That was £140, that radiator, to have it recored. So this core now looks like the core on a modern vehicle, and it's a lot more efficient. Just needs the fan to go in the front. Need the fan mounted in there somewhere. Vents are on, and the seals around them, they're on. Windscreen's back in. All the galvanised parts have been re-galvanised except the middle bit across the bulkhead there. I'm not very happy with that side because it's not sitting quite flat. There's a gap, whereas on this side it's nice and tight. So the roof might have to come off again, but I'll have to have a look around. The ignition switch caused a bit of a problem because this is the original ignition switch down here. I wired it in as per the wiring diagram, 1, 2, 3, 4, which sounds pretty simple, and you got in, you turned the key, and well, the lights didn't come on, and only when you turned the starter everything was coming on at once. Because I think also you should have your heater come on yeah, not on this one, probably because it's still wired up wrong. It was a case of trial and error on a new ignition switch that was £26, and but I now think if I'd have played about with that, I could have got that one going. But anyway, never mind. I'm just going to mount this brake pipe down onto the chassis, and hopefully we'll have some power assisted brakes later on today. I've done the brakes, so I'll just start it up for you and show you it driving. Obviously something not quite right there yet, but the engine is very torquey, and it's very much powerful. These conversions are very underrated, I think, because people say, oh, you took the turbo off, you can't do that. But as you'll see in a minute, it'll fly up a gentle incline. So that's the engine. The alternator's fitted down there, but is currently not adjusted correctly. I need a better adjustment system than that. I probably need to clock the alternator to there, don't I? Yeah. Also, a note, personal note, I need to note that the rear diff is leaking from the front seal. Well, that's the servo in place. This thing will lock up with ease now. Before you needed to really press your foot down to lock it, but now it's to lock up with ease. But there you can see the route of pipes that I've took. We've got the copper one going from the master cylinder there down and across the chassis and up, and the silver zinc plated one goes down across the chassis into the distribution box down there somewhere, and it's all working pretty lovely. Just need to connect that pipe up to the breather there, and we'll take it for a spin.